leave empty open. Who's watching here?
I got ball! Oh, get that! Hey, good boy, good boy!
Can't guard me!
Who's got ball?
And one!
Way to grab it!
Come to me, come to me!
Shot, shot!
Watch him!
Hey, yo, right here! Pressure him up!
Hit down!
I'm on fire all day!
I want someone to love me. I need someone who needs me.
Who's that swinging? No! Get that in there! Hey, stop it up! Hey, hands up!
Come on, man, take that!
I told him to give me that. From all of my classes, passed them over the masses. Don't know what my mask is. I'm out here in traffic with my game face on, cause I've been dedicated. They want dead to me, but they're in the matrix. Similar places. Double R, 70-inch interfaces.
Hey, yo, right here, right here!
Beat life, the aces. No need for the brace, we tying up laces. That's on an everyday basis. Out of the cases, I'm talking Jada Macy's. Ski mask on, blur the faces. Nike replacements, burning aces. Blood on the road, I'm changing faces. Give me my flies while I'm here, I won't let them. I'm changing faces. Give me a second, I'll reappear. Let me show you something. The summertime, make the drop top disappear. See, in the crop top, when the Glock got top. Everything I own, I'm releases. I'm in the wind. Like a nylon, like the pieces. I gotta win. That means rip the competition to pieces. I never die. That means I will never know what the peace is. Immortal, living forever. Never dying, forever trying. Above ground, forever flying. Never landed. You need help, you grab my hand and just fly. Spread your wings and fly. Live forever. Never dying, forever trying. Above ground, forever flying. Never landed. You need help, grab my hand and fly. Spread your wings far as you can and just fly.
Hey, yo, let me get next.
Fly. Grab my hand and just fly. Fly. Maybe I'm underrated. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm legendary. If only it run in my block. Number one draft pick. They watching me shooting my shots. You witnessing thug passion. You think I just ran in the pot. trying. Above ground, forever flying. Never landed. You need help, you grab my hand and just fly. Spread your wings and fly. Live forever. Never dying. Forever trying. Above ground, forever flying. Never landed. You need help, grab my hand and fly. Spread your wings far as you can and just
All in it, I'm authentic, I'm raw with it. I'm a color mortician, coming back like Jordan. I'm 4/5 in this ambition, cooking in the kitchen, in the pot mission, in the shop mission. No, I'm kissing. I do not listen from the block tripping. I stop wishing, pulling off the lot with the top missing like Motor City. It's all pistons. I blow a check, I blow vicious. That was on my neck, I couldn't fall victim. I was off with it. Don't need a breather. Put a card in, it wasn't a visa. Hardest code, I'm bringing the heat. The iron, the stripes on my brand new Adidas. Still in the meeting with Kellen and Nike. Gives me the best talking every season. Give me a reason. I'm playing defense, stealing from heathens. As long as I'm breathing, I'ma keep dreaming. I'm a savage running 21. I'ma pull and pop it like 100. RP to 24, so I'll wait 24 hours. The work is never done, it more.
live forever. Never dying, forever trying. Above ground, forever flying. Never landed. You need help, you grab my hand and just fly. Spread your wings and fly. Live forever. Never dying, forever trying. Above ground, forever flying. Never landed. You need help, grab my hand and fly. Spread your wings far as you can and just fly.
I say don't mind me. Yeah. Don't mind me, I'm doing okay. Got some more money, showing my own bank. See all this fashion, you know I got tape. See that you back from the look in your face. Know me, they know I don't play. Look up to me like I'm a saint. I'm a superhero without a cape. Tryna make it and just go out of state. In the studio, just cooking up beat. My word is a fire ass. You talking, this is my dog. They make some things. Let's move on, the good to my household. Gotta treat these women on man. Bad a fool, hot, dumb in the house. Tryna help her like Danny Chan. Ain't worry about them no more. Ain't worry about me no more. But they playing these streets so long. I'ma worry about how I go. Can't shit with me even I say go. My friends and they on my phone. They don't know who to trust no more. Can I trust anyone at all? Run up the digits, I'm on a mission. I got a vision. Keep myself distance, stay on my business. I'm living, I'm sipping. I'm different when I'm different. Yeah, I don't know like a present for Christmas. I want it all in my holiday vision. What I got on limited edition. Got so much with it like I'm on a vision. I'm a my woman now. I just keep my woman in good condition. I don't do the vision. Can I live without this problem?
What's up? It's your boy Bear the Beast, and I'm watching NBA 2K TV. Season 5 is on the way to NBA 2K League. Lock in with your boy. Come on now.
With so many events going on in NBA 2K22, you have tons of opportunities to earn extra XP and prizes.
Can't guard me.
This weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, it's Dunk Fest. Win prizes by dunking the ball? How fun is that? Meanwhile, the city hosts the Ruffles 4-Point Ridge tournament on Saturday, and Sunday brings double XP for all games played in the rec. And on Tuesday, celebrate the Chinese New Year in style. Earn double XP for wearing eligible clothing items. Next weekend, on the Concha Del Mar, make your way to the Deck Party. All games played on Deck 15 will earn double XP. And in the city, it's Boot Camp, where my players with a 75 overall or under can earn exclusive prizes. That's it for me. I'll see you on the courts.
Welcome to NBA 2K TV, and guess what? It's official. The NBA 2K League's 5th season draft will be taking place on February 26th.
Thousands of of hopefuls have been competing over the last few months to earn a spot as a draft prospect, and only a fraction will make it.
And this week, we're celebrating the 5th anniversary of the 2K League.
And we have some advice for those of you looking to make it into the league.
But first, we caught up with League President Brendan Donahue. Take a look.
And listen up.
The 2022 season of the NBA 2K League will blow your mind.
My next guest joining us is the president of the NBA 2K League, and Brendan Donahue. We are celebrating the 5th anniversary of the NBA 2K League. How does that make you feel?
Chris, yeah, first of all, Chris, welcome back. And we're excited to see you back on 2K TV. And we are thrilled to be going into our 5th season. I mean, as I was talking to you on the front end when we first get it started, it's amazing to think it's been 5 years already.
You know, it is fun to think about all the history of the league. There's been so many great moments. What's your personal favorite moment that's happened over the past 5 years?
I think my personal favorite, it was the first ever finals. Our studio was just hopping. It was so loud. And then seeing Knicks Gaming win the championship, and then Nate Call getting love on ESPN on SportsCenter. That was one of the best nights in the league's history.
One thing that I've loved about the 2K League is the growth over the years. I know you've been really adamant about growing this to a global level. What is the growth and the maturity of the players? We have veteran players now that people look up to. What does that mean to fans that love 2K?
I think it's just more opportunity. I think, seeing Gen G join the league, seeing now Duke's Gaming, our first team is going to be in Mexico. I think just seeing the growth there, opening up Latin America. I think, we're continuing, to grow in Asia Pacific. I think Europe is next. And there's tons of interest in the U.S. So, yeah, I think the sky's the limit on expansion. I think the good news is a Gen G joins on board. All of a sudden, a lot of other organizations want to jump on board. And so I think it'll be fun to see kind of the future as we'll see more and more teams added around the world.
Season 5's draft is on February 26th, which means it's the 5th anniversary of the NBA 2K League.
We're going to have a lot of fun that night celebrating our 5th season. We'll talk about best draft moments ever, best outfits, hashtag NBA 2KL5. You'll see that quite a bit that night. Yeah, February 26th at 6 p.m. We'll be on Twitch and YouTube.
And by the way, Brendan, if you don't get drafted, there's still hope for people out there to actually get their hands on some prize money. Talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, that's right. For the first time ever, if you don't get drafted, you still believe you're one of the best players in the world, you can play in our qualifier events, which, by the way, lead to the chance to play against 2K League pros and win a portion of the biggest prize pool in the history of the NBA 2K League.
I'm going to call out everybody watching the show right now. Yeah, I'm talking directly to you. If you think you're the best at 3v3, you can now go and prove it against pro players.
To me, this is an area where I think esports has gotten it right in other games, and we're bringing it now into the 2K League, which is this idea of having a more open system where anybody who's great at the game and has the game can try to compete against the best players in the world. It's going to do one of two things, right? It's going to allow them to prove they are one of the best players in the world, and the league's just sleeping on them and not noticing. Or the flip side is they're going to quickly realize how good 2K League players really are. It's going to be fun to see it come to fruition.
Brendan, thank you so much for your time today, joining us on 2K TV. I know I'm excited for the draft, and we'll be touching base with you soon.
Chris, I'm sure we'll see you on draft night. Can't wait.
A name synonymous with the 2K League and a veteran we've got on the show today. I'm in the studio here with Chris and Bear to Beast. Welcome to the show, Bear to Beast. Excited to have you on. How are you feeling today?
Thanks for having me back. I hope you're having a great day. It's been a lot. It's been a lot. We just finished the season. We're in the off season now. Just moved from North Carolina to Minnesota, and it's a completely different world here than North Carolina and what I'm used to. So it's just trying to enjoy this.
Bear, there's some big news this season with some major changes in terms of 3v3 competition being influxed into the NBA 2K League. What does that mean for teams that are preparing for the season now knowing that you have 3v3 and 5v5 competition?
So just think of it as if like you're a coach, right? And now you've been this whole time that you've been drafting for the last 4 seasons, you've been picking players to play 5v5 mode, but we know one of the biggest communities, if not the biggest community in 2K, is the park community. So now you have this interesting topic coming up. You have all these players who play park. It's a big community, and these are some of the best guys to play 2K in the world. So now they're about to integrate that into 2K. So and when I say it's hectic right now, because you don't know if you want to go with a guy who can, they got like real life basketball IQ or play 5v5, or go with this kid who is crazy dribbler, can't stop him in an ISO. You at this point, I mean, what do you do? You don't know.
What have you heard from both the 2K League community and the 2K community about these new changes?
It's all over the place. I hear people who, they're like, man, they're adding these guys, they're adding this element. They know the competition is coming. Then you have the guys who are competitive and want to compete and like bring it on, bring them into our lane. Then we're gonna go to their lane. And it's gonna be competitive. So it's kind of split, like it's literally split right now.
Now, I know the last time I faced off against a pro, I believe it was you dropped 50 on me, so I'm gonna roll the clip real quick.
This team probably has the most experience when it comes down to playing 2K out of any of these showcase teams that we have on display.
We were one and done, but I must say, I wasn't the one that got 45 points dropped on my head by Bear the Beast. I was just helping him out a little bit.
Now, Bear, after watching that and remembering that moment, I didn't feel bad losing to a champion, I will say that. But now that anybody can go into the 3v3 thing, I might be coming for some of that prize money. Are you a little intimidated by people like me coming in 3v3 and competing for that prize pool?
Absolutely not. And that 50 bomb was, you'll win the next one. You got the next one. But no, I'm a competitor, man. I like to compete. So for me, I'm a professional. It doesn't matter what game mode I'm playing. I play the game all day, every day. It's what I do. So once we realize that 3v3 is going to become a part of the league, all right, now we're going to hop in the stage. You're going to see a lot more 2K League pros hop in the stage and stream that type of content. And those guys realize too that we are pros. So when we go to the stage, they're like, these are our top guys, and we win. They're like, oh man, these guys actually can play the mode. They just need more reps. And the same thing switched over. I might see a lock, and I'm like, this dude is stopping every move I do. And I'm like, hey, we might need to pick that kid because he know how to check an ISO, and he don't have 4 other defenders. He only got 2 people behind him. So you got that type thing going on.
Hey, Bear, there's going to be a lot of new players that are going to be exposed to the NBA 2K League, wanting to come in and compete. What advice would you give people that have the ambition to play on the level of pro players in NBA 2K?
So the best advice I can give anybody, you got to sacrifice. You got to put down a couple things to get to where you want. And then you got to separate yourself and be different. However that may be, get on your content grind, get on your work ethic grind. Like put the hours in, put the time in, show them you got a personality, show them who you are. It's only one of you in the world. Let that be known.
And speaking of advice, now you are a vet. You've been in this many years. What advice would you give your rookie self going into the 2K League?
I need to go back and talk to that guy and get that same fire back. That guy was a firecracker.
Bear gets to the rim and he'll finish.
If I would have known then what I know now, because I won season 2, I'd have told that guy content, because my personality hasn't changed. I'm still the same person. But if I would have been grinding content 3 years ago instead of the last 2-3 months, there's no telling where I would have been at today. So it's like, that's probably the biggest thing I'd have told myself.
You mentioned you played all the modes. What are you thinking about Season 4 and NBA 2K22?
I like it. I've been grinding heavy. I think like the first day I streamed and I tapped out on my stream like 10, 12 hours in. I was grinding for the Tiger, and I was going to go for the legend grind. So whoever goes for the legend grind and you got it and you did it, you level 40 in a day, I salute you, because that is a different type of grind. I haven't found out all the ways to produce and get the points up that, get there the fastest. But I'm liking the animation, the Fox animation. I'm liking that. It's a couple different dribble moves I'm starting to like within the games, but I haven't explored it the way because I kind of got my dribble set now. But they got some good stuff that's dropping, and with my team too. My team has been really good so far.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us on 2K TV. We're wishing you all the best. We're going to stay tuned to your content. Where can people find you, speaking of that content, online?
Thank y'all so much for having me. This has actually been pretty dope. I like to do this. So it's Bear the Beast on YouTube. It's Bear the Beast on Twitch, Bear the Beast on Twitter, Bear the Beast on everything. Is Bear the Beast across the board on any platform.
Thanks so much for joining us, Bear. Best of luck in Season 5, my man.
No, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for having me.
The Pro-Am features some of the best competition in 2K22. You might even run into a few pros from the 2K League. And since we're in Season 4, we wanted to highlight the 4 teams that have won the most Pro-Am games so far this season. In Last Gen, let's give a round of applause to Ghost Basement Kids. They're led by team owner Dylan, who is scoring 12 points per game and shooting 70% from the field. Also in Last Gen is the Mambas, and their team owner, Mamba Updo, is averaging 7 points per game while shooting over 50% from downtown. Moving on to current gen, where the Wildcats are really taking care of business. Their team owner is Cheese2K, who is scoring 10 points per game, shooting 68% from the field, and 66% from beyond the arc. Last but certainly not least, we gotta congratulate Los Angeles Lakers 23, the high-octane Pro-Am team that has won more games than... yes, my Lakers this season. Their team owner is Wall-Eyed Whisper, who is leading the way with 6 points and 4 rebounds per game, and shooting over 70% from the field. Is your Pro-Am team making noise on the courts? If so, we want to see it. Send us your Pro-Am highlights using the hashtag 2KTVProAm on social media for a chance to be featured in a future episode.
Hey, yo, right here!
In more competitive NBA 2K news, we have another qualifier game day in the books for the My Team Unlimited $250,000 tournament.
That's right, 48 of the 64 spots are currently filled, and you might recognize some names on that list. However, one contender entered the tournament, and I wouldn't count him out just yet. Meet Chandler.
Hey, I'm Chandler, and I qualified for the PS4 My Team Unlimited 250K tournament. My road to qualification, I woke up Friday morning, the day before the qualifiers, with COVID. So I had to go through qualifiers with COVID, and I had my team ready. I have everything ready, and I just, tried to play my best to get through the games. When I first found out I had qualified, I was kind of amazed, because I thought I always kind of had a chance to qualify, but not like a real big chance. But this is the one time I had a real good run, was winning games consistently, and it was really amazing. I never really thought I would have a chance to do something like this. My favorite card to use for the day of qualifiers was probably a combination of the Evo Dwayne Wade and then that Flash David Robinson. Those were the 2 cards that really just did it all for me. My strategy going into the tournament is a little bit different than in the qualifiers, because obviously everyone that qualify are very competitive players, so you kind of have to adjust to how they're playing compared to maybe an unlimited or qualifiers. But it's around the same, just trying to score, outplay your opponent. The first person I told when I qualified was probably my mother. She didn't really know what it meant at all. She was kind of confused, but then she heard it was for $250,000. She kind of started understanding a little bit. But yeah, I told my mother first. When I first started playing 2K a few years ago, I never would have thought there would ever be a chance to even compete for this amount of money at all. So to win this amount of money would just be kind of crazy to me. My mom and dad are getting kind of old now, so they're coming close to retirement. Maybe this could help them with that. And my brother maybe going into college. So this definitely would help out the entire family if I was to win. There's always new cards coming out every week, every Friday, new packs drop, new season just started. So there's always, the Yao Ming that recently came out, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson. So there's always new cards coming out. So there's always changes to be made to the lineup with new cards coming out. I definitely do need to finish up that Yao Ming grinds to get that card on my team. He's a must-have card. I'm Chandler Gregg, and I am going to win the 250K tournament.
I always love sharing my passion for NBA 2K esports, specifically the NBA 2K League, with fellow influencers. Today, welcome Trey to the show.
Hey, hello, man. Thanks for having me.
Now, I remember when we were doing the Pro-Am tournaments back in the day, you were in LA, you were there witnessing it. What is it about competitive 2K that you love so much?
I don't know, man. Like, with me, I'm really big into, like, watching some of the best at the best do what they do, man. And when it comes down to competitive 2K, man, just to watch them hit their shots and then also talk they trash, man. I'm big on the trash talk, man. So I like it, man. I enjoy it.
I hear a lot of trash talk in my ear when we hop out on these rec streets. But what game modes are you hopping into when you hop on 2K?
Right now, man, we grinding the park out. Definitely grinding the park out. But also, we've been playing a whole lot of rec, man. Playing a whole lot of rec with the Cell Squad. Been enjoying it, and we play with a lot of our viewers. Definitely.
There's going to be some new modes coming to the NBA 2K League in terms of 3v3 modes. What is the difference in your eyes between 3v3 and 5v5 that makes it so interesting?
Sometimes in the 5v5 setting, some players might not shine that much. You might know that they're good, but once you get them in that 3v3 setting, you can really see the difference between an elite center or a solid center, the difference between an elite guard and a solid guard. So once you put these guys in a brand of basketball that most of the viewers love, it's going to go crazy, man. You're going to see a lot of new viewers come in and be like, hey, this is actually fire, and I'm actually a fan of this now.
Yeah, you make a great point about it being 3v3, and I love that the NBA 2K League is actually going to bring in community members to compete in these 3v3 events. That's going to be fire.
Listen, the community has been waiting for an opportunity like this. There are so many guys that think that they the best of the best, but at the end of the day, that's all talk. Now it's time to prove it. Now you got a chance to come in and compete with some of the best in a setting that you are used to. So you're going to see a lot of the guys that are comping the stage, a lot of the guys that are comping the park, come in here, and we're going to try to see who really is the best, who really can walk the walk after talking all the talk.
Now, of course, we're celebrating the 5th anniversary of the NBA 2K League. What's so special about the league, and what are you most looking forward to?
I know it's going to be a whole lot of the top guys go crazy, but I want to see some of the last picks come out and shine and secure some of their spots, honestly, man. New talent always bring new storylines. So I'm honestly looking forward to the new growth, and I'm also looking forward to the 3v3.
One last question for you. If you're like me, I know that competitive drive gets you going. When are we going to see you enter the draft for the NBA 2K League, my man?
I'm gonna leave that for the pros. I'm gonna watch y'all do it, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna leave that for the pros, man.
And I'm gonna say this: I thought I was good at 2K. Then I played some of these guys in a 5v5 setting when I was out in New York. Nope, I'm humbled. I'm forever humbled, LD2K, after playing the pros. I'm not on that level.
I played Kai. Oh, man, I had no business playing them. It was close to first quarter. The last 3, over. I had no business, man.
Maybe one day we can dream, right? We can dream.
Yeah, one day.
Trey, thanks so much for joining us on 2K TV, my man. We'll be checking in soon, and can't wait to watch Season 5.
Thank you.
Hey, 2K TV fans, it's Scott Moe, the voice of the Sacramento Kings. I'm back to show off your top plays of the week. Here are your finalists. Oh, I can't wait. First up, we're in the city with Blue Screen Brev. Check out this fancy footwork from the three-point trim, all the way to the rim. Picture-perfect timing has this night shining. Over to the rec with
Moments away as the drama awaits from Atlanta, Georgia. The Pacers taking on the Hawks. For Indiana, they've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it all back together and get things on track with a win. Good evening and welcome. Hey, Al.
Thanks, Brian. Well, current financial...
Boy, Allie, wouldn't that be something? So a look at the starters for the Pacers. Brogdon and LeVert make up the backcourt. Sabonis and Turner work together inside. And it's Lamb in at the 3. The small... And the contest. Smitty, any changes you'd like to see?
I would love for both sides, East and West, to add 3 more players on the roster. Because I know the last couple of All-Stars we've always had some arguments, some disagreement, but 15 from each side.
And he gets that one.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Washington against Young.
High percentage look for him, but bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Pass to Okongwu. Sabonis against Gallinari. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. And now it's just a 4-point Indiana lead. The Pacers have got 7 of 11 shots to find the mark. Washington against Young. They get the rebound. Turner, and he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. Turner's got his second basket of the game.
And I'm just impressed with their effort here early. They've hit the offensive glass so hard.
Pass to Gallinari. Ooh, poked away. Outside Young. To the middle. Here's Okongwu. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Wanting to keep improving as a distributor, Young knows it's his role to move the rock.
Here's Washington. The shot won't fall, so Atlanta will take it the other way. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
They knew that the arena would be rocking, and if they could execute well on the offensive end, they knew they could quiet down this hostile crowd.
Washington left side. Shoots over Okongwu. Rejected by Okongwu.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
The kick out to Young. Shot clock at 6. And there's the drive. And he hits it to tie the game. Young's got 6.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
You've got to applaud Trae Young's hustle out there on the floor. I mean, he plays a lot of minutes, but he maintains a high energy level all game long.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. One place you really see Trae Young's work ethic shine through is on the offensive end of the floor with his assist numbers.
Yeah, Young does everything he can to create for his guys. He's a selfless player who wants everyone to get involved. And he's got a real talent for problem-solving defenses and finding ways to get his guys good looks.
Herter's checked in for the Hawks. Williams comes in for Young. Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Dosunmu comes in for Sabonis. Pass to Wright. Outside, Williams. Over Jones. Williams misses.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Washington outside. Lets it fly from 18. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Outside Herter.
2 minutes.
Pass to Okongwu. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Washington's shot is good.
He was cold, but that basket might get him going. 1 for 6 now.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And here's Wright. Driving inside, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
This is the type of playmaker Lou is. Outstanding at getting it to his open guys.
Washington outside. Here's Jackson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
That's why for the Pacers.
He misses the free throw. And the second free throw is good. Now Williams, looking for his first basket still in this one. 1:04 left in the opening quarter. Gallinari finds Wright. Gets some space and parries the jumper. It's all knotted up.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Wright against Washington.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Puts up a three. And they get it back. Outside Herter. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball. Brissett's checked in for Indiana.
O'Shea Brissett.
24 seconds left to play in the first. Washington with the ball. Now Wright defending. Washington outside. Tries to break his ice. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Washington's got 5. 11 seconds left in the first. Williams with it. From outside the arc. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Pacers. They're up by 2. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
It's simple. Offensively, they limited their turnovers. Defensively, they forced turnovers.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
On the floor for Indiana. Jackson out there with O'Shea Brissett. Then there's DeSumo, and it's Washington in at the point.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Here's Williams. Another shot. Okongwu. Great positioning on the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Washington with the ball. Now Wright defending. They get it again. And the shot goes down.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Hawks went on a tear last season after naming Nate McMillan their interim head coach. After he won Eastern Conference Coach of the Month and helped guide them to the franchise's first playoff run in 4 seasons, it seemed inevitable that he'd become the head coach long term. Guys?
Nothing new for him, Allie. Good stuff there. Snatched up! And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Okongwu. Back to Williams. Now Wright. Back to Williams. Clock at 6. Wright, the open look. Kept alive by Atlanta. Collins, the open look. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Collins has got his first bucket in this one.
That's the guy you want to set up. Collins has brought in his arsenal. That time, getting it done with the catch and shoot.
Here's Washington. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting a while for that one. The Hawks trailing. Pass to Okongwu. Back to Williams. Throws it up high. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
The agility, the hops, the great hands. Collins is the perfect alley-oop partner.
Washington outside. There's the triple. Rebound Atlanta. Outside, Williams. There's the drive. Chance there to take the lead, but a miss.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
Here's Washington. Again, Indiana.
Very clever how he creates space against the bigger defender.
And that's tough to do from the mid-range because help can come from anywhere, but he beats everyone to the punch.
Indiana leading. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And the shot's good. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Because of his size, everyone tries to get physical with Lou, but he pays it no mind.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Last time they met was in Indianapolis.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
A combination of
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Hawks on top. They lead by 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were. He's checked in for the Hawks. Wright comes in for Reddish. Trey Young out there with DeLon Wright. Then there's John Collins. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Gallinari in at the power forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jang, he's checked in for John Collins. Johnson comes in for Gallinari. Raul Cabarro, he's checked in for Wright. And Williams is subbed in for Trey Young. Bogdanovic passes to Williams.
That's his second personal foul. Team 4.
And he makes a first.
When you look at the trajectory of Williams' career, second-round pick, started slow, but his game has aged like a fine wine.
Indiana on offense. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Washington left side. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Williams' shot is good.
Shifty with the dribble, Lou Williams knows what to do to get his shot off.
Here's Washington. Misses. And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Steve Smith, I'm Brian Anderson.
It's a no.
Yo, what's up, man? Great game. to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Just like that. Now we're rolling. Keep it going.
Hey, hit me up.
See, you want to work on your three-point shooting. Let's get set up.
Hey, keep the ball, huh?
One more. Let's go.